All right, we're live. Well, hello, friends. Hello, Mary.
Hey, KCB. Hey, everybody. I've missed y'all.
All right, we're live. Oh, 1 second. Hello, friends.
Okay. Oh,
Hello,
it
Mary.
might be me. Hang on. I may have my volume up.
I had to do it too. It's delayed. We always
It's
get that
probably me.
because we get.
This is a new live stream, guys. So
Yeah, we've
we're
never
trying.
done this. I've never done this, so it's the first. So, hello. How is everyone today? I hope you all
Okay.
having the best weekend, and I hope it's relaxing. So,
Big tank. Hey.
today we're going to do an unboxing in just a little bit, and you'll get to see what I ordered in order to set up a simple saltwater aquarium with a deep substrate. So you'll find out what filters I picked, what media I got for the filters, and what sand I ordered. And then after the unboxing, I'll be ready to add sand, water, filtration to get a saltwater system up and going.
That's exciting, Cassie. I really have been wanting to set up a saltwater tank. So that is awesome. Boy, we've got some good people already coming in. We've got Petro Man, Michael Long, Holly Gibbs. We've got Big Tank Hank, Benoski Tanks, and Betta Day. Hello. Oh no, and a dog barking.
Nice to see you guys. Forgive us, like we're like a tiny bit nervous since we're doing this for our first time.
Right. And I've got a dog barking, sorry.
Always. Mary always has dogs.
Oh yes. With me, you get real life. There's like kids screaming, and I apologize. I try to keep them under control, but they're Kentucky kids. They're wild.
Well, you look lovely today, though, Mary.
You do too, Kathy.
And we're happy to see everybody. Thank you, Mary. So, what I was going to say is the only thing I'll have left to do after the initial setup is I'll still need to get the sand and a light, which I'll be getting here soon, hopefully. And we're going to try to go collecting for the sand. So,
oh, that will be nice.
I don't know if we'll record that or not. We're kind of like wondering how we're going to go collecting because you're kind of not supposed to, Mary, but
I hear you.
We'll see. And for the water, as it turns out, I have an RO system that we actually have installed under our sink so that we can have drinking water because the well water is not the best to drink. You know, it's not the best tasting. Mm-hmm. And I was calling it super filtered water because it really is. It's like, it is highly filtered. It does go through like a 3-chamber filtering system, but it is called an RO system. And my husband didn't tell me that. So yeah, we have an RO system after all.
Yeah, so that's a totally different ball game. We have well water here, which I'm excited when we move back here to Kentucky. I will have well water, and I've set up a new tank here recently, and but it does need to be filtered because we are surrounded by farms and like fields where farmers like probably spray their fields. I don't know, different things like that, and I'm sure some of that may leach into our water system, and I worry about things like that. Right now,
I'm not, but
you're not. Oh, that's good because
we have orange grove. So we've had like pesticides from the orange groves that they're no longer here, but they've been.
But they were here before.
Torn down, and the land has been sold, and homes have been built for the most part. Right. But yeah, I have a neighbor who's concerned about that, and he will not drink his water.
Oh wow!
He won't even get a filter for it. He will only go to the store and buy filtered water. So I'm like, we're not that concerned. We feel okay, like it's not contaminated. So
right. We use like one of those Brita pitchers, or we also have something called a Berkey water system, which is a stainless steel. It's like you fill it up and it filters the water through big charcoal filters and that kind of
Yep.
stuff. That's what I use in my aquariums at home too. But we're so far out in the country here, like, and y'all, I've shown the creek before in some of my videos, that creek that runs behind our house, but that's all spring fed, and it comes into our well here. So it's just nice, crispy, clean, cool water.
Right. Yeah. I assume ours is spring fed too. So yeah, so I'll be using that water as it is the best to use for saltwater aquariums. And normally with, like, I'm sure you guys know, with freshwater aquariums, you just want to top off with RO water when it evaporates. And the same is true for salt water. So I'll be topping off with the RO water, and I'll be using that to mix the salt in when I set it up. But it might take a while because it's a slow trickle out of the faucet.
Oh, yeah. So what kind of fish are you
I'm
wanting to keep? Are you wanting to do like corals, or are you just wanting to do just different fish, or you wanting to do it all?
No, like, I'm just gonna, like, start out very simple, Mary, just like baby steps into the saltwater aquarium, side, because I've always thought that it was like way too complicated and like there's so much to know. So I've always put it off. But so I'm gonna start slow and simple. So I'm just planning on adding the sand, and then I'll add a couple fish. Yeah, I was hoping to go get collect some live rock, somewhere and add that. But it'll probably be like a gradual process, kind of like it was with the freshwater build. I got the substrate in first, and then I went to my local fish store and they have great plants. So I got the plants that they had. And that's how I learned about some of the plants and found out that the moneywort's the same plant that I had in my pond. So I collected a little bit from my pond, but that moneywort, I don't know if it just didn't transition well. I ended up not using it and taking it out. But yeah, so I just add plants slowly. That's what I like to do. I just add slowly because you're learning. You're learning as you're doing it. So it's not going to look like the finished product right away.
Exactly. Like, I don't know a whole lot. I've always told people I don't know a whole lot. I'm here to learn, and I appreciate like comments in the chats. I appreciate people sharing their experience because that's what I don't have. I don't have the experience. And
so you guys, we're going to be reading your comments too, and hopefully getting help from you guys. We're here to share and learn together. So yeah. So I know. Sorry.
We'll have some of these great people joining in with the chat. And, if we have questions and answers, even if Cassie and I don't know it, or we need to research it or whatever, at least we have people in here that can share their experience and let us know what they've done in these situations. My daughter Callie had a saltwater tank when she was in high school when I worked at the pet store. And I kept discus back then, and she had a saltwater tank, but we depended on what they told us to help us do what we were doing. And we ended up, when she went to college, we ended up donating our saltwater system to the science class in her high school, and it worked out great. But I'm really excited about you doing the saltwater tank because it's something that definitely interests me. I think it's wonderful, and I love the deep substrate. Yeah, I love the substrate in it. Our friend Alan Tooth, he does a deep sand substrate, in his tanks.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Yeah, and he's been on with us, so we got to see one of his tanks one time. So that's good. And he recommended doing the deep sand. So
yeah,
I told my husband, I'm like, get enough for like at least those 5-gallon buckets, get at least a bucket and a half of sand. Just better to have extra.
Right.
He doesn't want to put a lot in there. I'm like, no, let's put a lot in there.
Oh, we've had some new
Father
people.
Fish is here. Hi, Father Fish.
Father Fish, Skipper's Aquarium, Leslie's, Dead Fred. Who else? Did I miss anybody, Cassie?
I'm kind of half paying attention.
Hello, everyone. We're so excited to have you with us. This is exciting. Cassie is setting up her first saltwater tank, and I'm just excited about it. I want to learn with her. So that is, it's just wonderful.
So the only other thing I was going to say, maybe before moving on was that was the plan. About 3 years ago, I purchased 2 40-gallon breeder aquariums. And it was like a recommendation based off of a video I watched from Corey. And he said they're like the perfect tanks. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll give them a try. And I waited for the $1 per gallon sale to go. I bought these aquariums. They'd been in my guest bedroom for like 2 or 3 years, just sitting there, waiting for a plant stand, or I'm sorry, an aquarium stand. But my plan was, I was like, I want to try one freshwater, doing the planted, and one saltwater. So I set up the freshwater first. I was looking up deep substrates, and that's how I went from Corey. I decided I wanted to do plants, like a planted aquarium. And he wasn't really doing that, so I moved on and found Lucas. And Lucas that's pretty much all he was doing was planted aquariums. And then he was playing around with deep substrates. And then somehow, I don't know if he mentioned father fish or not, but I found father fish when I was getting back into the hobby. Like when I got the aquarium set up and ready to go, I found father fish, and I was like, oh, okay. So I learned from him, I got the deep substrate set up. I added the soil from my garden. I'm sorry, I've got like a frog in my throat.
It's okay. We're nervous, guys. And Roxanne, I see you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with everything. Roxanne's here, and I love you. I love you.
Yes, we love you guys. Bear with me for this little buildup I've got. But yeah, and then so I got it set up for freshwater, and I was like, I don't know, I might want to keep the second one and do that freshwater as well, because I'm like, I'm gonna have eventually, like I do now, I'm at the point now where I have so many plants that I've got trimmings. I need to put the trimmings somewhere. It's like, maybe I want to do 2 freshwater aquariums. So I've been going back and forth between just leaving that second one empty, because I didn't know if I wanted to follow through and do saltwater or not. And that's where I'm at. But I'm like, okay, I'm making the commitment. I'm going to do saltwater. Because I love clownfish, and I love when I go in. That's the first thing I see when I go into my fish store is saltwater. And
I agree with that. Like the clownfish are amazing, and the relationship they have with, like, the corals and the different things. Just watching them, they are just amazing little fish. They're just beautiful fish. Yeah,
and Father Fish said you can do it the same way. You can do a deep substrate, and you can keep it simple. So I asked him, what equipment I needed. So based off of that discussion, that's what I ordered, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today.
All right.
but also I just did big plant trimming on the 40, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, another one?
No, this is the plant trimming I sent you. Yes. So I sent Mary a whole lot of all my leftover
some beautiful plants.
So she got my Bacopa.
Yes, and sword and a piece of valve.
I took out a sword plant so those sword plants get so big that one was just being taken over. And so I took that one out, put it to the side. So you got a sword plant, and you got all my Bacopa trimmings.
Oh my gosh. Come here, Daisy. Quit. Come here.
And then so Mary set up a 29-gallon planted aquarium for her daughter that they've been working on and they've been building. So she's in Kentucky right now with her daughter, and they've been doing that. So I didn't know if you wanted to share that today or not. You can if you want.
I'll see what now I did use I know there's been a lot of talk in the community on using black diamond sandblasting sand. And we decided to try the black diamond. What we did was we took out a scoop of shovel of soil out of the yard. She had a little like 3 5-gallon little tank. We added that substrate to it, gravel and sand. We mixed it all together, made that our base. And then we capped it with 3 inches of the black diamond. Then Cassie sent me some beautiful plants. Father Fish sent me some beautiful plants. And then I had also ordered her the sponge filter from Aquarium Co-op. She liked those filters. We got one of those. And I also got the Pogo Stemon Stellatus Octopus. And somehow I ordered a sword. I don't know why, but I did. But I'd already gotten one with Cassie. So we're excited. I'm excited to see how it does because it's like my second big planted aquarium since my one that I have at home. So.
Yep, and you shared that video. I think you posted it, didn't you? Yeah.
I haven't posted the one from my unboxing from you yet, which also, should we mention what else you sent me?
Oh,
what
sure.
I have on?
So, yes.
This is one of KCB's beautiful designs. And my dog is going to bark again. Sorry. But this is her sea dragon, and I absolutely love it. Let's see, which arm is it on? There it is. KCB Aquatics. Let's get it to where you can see it. Well, I'm turning
it's always reversed.
This camera on StreamYard is backwards.
Yeah.
There
it's hard because you're not looking into a mirror.
Right. But I love it. I think it's beautiful. She worked hard on doing this design, and I just love the shirt. And I thank you so much, Cassie.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad it worked out. And it was one of those shirts that was a little clingy. So I was like, I hope it's not too clingy for you.
Well, it looks good.
And I know you like the V-neck. So I was like, this will be good. It's a V-neck.
Right. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Dead Fred.
So yeah.
I'm glad you're back.
We're happy to be here.
Oh, and Dead Fred said, hold up, Cass, you got merch? Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't have your link for that.
I added that link. Oh, let's see.
Like y'all can tell, we're a little nervous. We're just feeling our way around, and we're trying to figure it out. And we're just so thankful you all are here. We've got 16 watching. That is amazing. Thank you, TN Aquatics, for saying we're doing great, Cassie.
Yeah, and I don't have any wrench problems on this channel as the host. I need to make.
Well, as we kind of let it grow and we figure it out, then we'll start doing some more stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Petroman asked you, KCB, low nitrates are a must, or not ask you, but was telling you, are low nitrates are a must in a saltwater aquarium.
Yeah, he mentioned that. So I've never had an issue with high nitrates. I think it's because I understock. And I've listened to people. I've like, the feeding thing. It's like, how much do you feed? It's always hard to know how much to feed. So I tend to try to go light-handed on it anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get to the unboxing? I think it's time. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining.
I've got my box of goodies right next to me. And then I ended up getting 2 of these filters. So this is the Marina Slim. I went with the smaller, I think it's the smaller, the S10 instead of the S15. So I have the S15 on my planted aquarium. So it's a little bit, it's wider because of that. It has like an extra slot, an extra cartridge slot. So this is what I have right now on my freshwater planted aquarium because it's so slim. So let's see. It's 7 inches by 2 inches.
Yeah. That's really nice.
It comes with these. I think you can order it without. I can't remember. Like if it said I could order it without, that's the option I picked. So I don't know if it's going to have these cartridges in there or not. Because I went ahead and I got my own media. but it comes with like a mix of like charcoal for clear water, which is fine. I used to use that anyways in my first 20-gallon, well, my first filter. I used a lot of that. So I'm not against it, but it's just you have to replace it. And I went with a media that you don't have to replace. So let's see if we can get my scissors. Get this.
That's the smart way to go.
Tape. I'll show you guys what this looks like. So I was between this one and another one that was like deeper.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
But I think I'm going to end up putting this on the side, like 2 side-by-side ones.
Mm-hmm.
And Father Fish recommended having 2, like have one as a backup. So I got 2 of these guys. So it did. It came with cartridges. But they're quiet. I like this because the power head is inside the aquarium. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to play around with filling it up with water to get it going. It like, you know, it's self, what do you call that? It fills up the water automatically from the inside the aquarium. So I'm going to put my own media in. And it has like a slot so that for these. So it kind of it gets in the way, but it's okay. It's not too in the way. And it's a really low flow. It's very, very low
nice
flow.
Yeah.
It comes with, here's what it comes with.
Self-priming. Thank you, Father Fish. We were trying to figure out, I was trying to say it myself. It's self-priming.
Self-priming. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see here. It has like, it has its own, like this intake sponge that's quartz.
The pre-filter? Yeah.
Yeah. The camera probably won't let you zoom. It's going to get blurry, but it's a nice.
It looks like it's got a big, it's the big textured kind. It's got the porous.
Yeah, so I don't have to buy a pre-filter. It comes with it because most filters you have to buy your own, which I have extra ones, but they're not as coarse. But whatever, it's fine. So this part goes inside your aquarium. And so the cord kind of, for a little bit, goes from the inside to the outside. But just basically put this thing on, I think. Am I missing a part?
While you're doing that, I'm looking to see if I'm missing a part.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I'm good. I'm good because this came off the bottom. That's right. So that goes off the bottom, and so this was like an adjustable height. It looks like you can kind of adjust it a little, and it's real nice. It has these grooves right here that slide right into the input. So there it is. It's all put together, and it has a valve right here to control the flow. So you can go from high to low. And one day I didn't know I touched this valve, and I was like, why is it going so, like, why is the flow so slow and wasn't coming out? I didn't think I touched it. I took it out, but I didn't realize that got moved. Mm-hmm. And my husband was like, oh, he played around with this and got it going again. I'm like, okay, I forgot that was there. So it has the adjustment. I never adjust it. So I've got 2 of these.
I like the way they're just designed. I like that slim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only like slim design out there, honestly. So there's not much to choose from if you're going with slim. And the reason I went with slim was because I wanted it on the back behind the aquarium, and there's not much room back there. So there still isn't much room. I don't know if I can slide the aquarium out or not, but we'll see. All right, and then I have this. I got the Aqua Foam by AquaClear filter insert. So this is what I have on my 20-gallon HOB at the bottom of it. And this was only like $2 on Amazon, so real.
Oh, you can't beat that.
And you never, like, I never have to replace these. So
Right.
they come out like, it's nice. It's a
That's
3-pack.
smart.
So I have an extra if I need to replace it, but I usually don't. I just squeeze it out in the tank water and then put it back in there. So that's the plan, is to try to get it down on one side. Like, I haven't tested these in here yet, so it's just a sponge.
Yeah.
That's one thing where, because of these inserts, it's making it a little hard to get in there.
A little tight.
Yeah.
But it'll go in. I mean, or you can trim it down just a little bit.
I could trim it.
Right.
I think I would probably trim it. So that's what these are, the filter font. So I could put all 3 in there, or 2.
Yeah.
I'll probably just do the 1.
Everybody's enjoying the unboxing.
And I forgot, it comes with this that goes on the bottom. So when it's in the aquarium, you can turn that, and that adjusts, how far it is. Like, it'll kind of make it more level and push that off the glass so it'll look more level. So, but it comes off. Every time I clean it, like, think that it pops off and goes on the floor. So I have to redo it.
And it is a 40 breeder you're setting up, right? For the saltwater, a 40 breeder?
Yes. It's a 40.
Okay. Petro Man was asking.
Okay. So.
Yeah, live rock.
You, Mary, I asked you what kind of media do you use in your HOB?
Yes, I kind of do what they call the pimping your HOB, but I usually use Matrix in mine, and then some type of sponge, a coarse sponge. And I do admit that in some of my aquariums that have a lot of like driftwood and different things, I do use Purigen in mine. I'll put a satchel of Purigen down in them just to remove the excess tannins, which tannins are good. So a lot of times you don't want to remove those. But that's just what I run personally on mine. But I love the CChem Matrix, which you can also use lava rocks. Same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Glad you said that. So that's what I got. So the other thing I got is I did order a bag of like lava rock media.
Yes. Oh, nice.
And it's interesting. It has moisture in there.
Yeah.
The moisture is just, I'm like, why is it like there's moisture built up in there? So I'm kind of curious why.
Yeah. Do we need to rinse the moisture off of it, or is it? I have a hard time believing some moisture is like, beneficial. I don't know if it's really, it's kind of like live sand.
So I don't know why it's not completely dry.
Right.
But this is Horticultural red lava rock, all natural. And it's like, it's nice and small. It's like that Matrix.
Yeah. I've never seen that. That is a good deal.
Less expensive. So I'm hoping it's just as good. I haven't tried it before.
Right.
But, like you can use this in your like container gardens.
Right.
To add on top of your terrariums.
You could put it in like a small, a mesh bag, like a mesh type bag. Yeah.
It's real nice. It's just nice and fine and like crushed up lava rock. Like somebody took a lava rock and crushed it up for you.
Yeah,
so you
that's pretty interesting.
It looks nice. I'm liking it.
Was it expensive?
No, it wasn't. It was one of the lesser expensive like medias. I don't remember how much though. So, but it's 2 quarts, so this is a whole lot. I'm probably just gonna use a little bit in the filters and save the rest for like terrariums.
Yes. Oh, and Petro Man's wanting to make sure to tell you, and I agree with this, and so will a lot of people, but when you set up your saltwater tank, always use live rock. And you said you were going to try to collect some, right? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I'm going to try to find some. to add. But I don't think like the first step will probably be the sand, and then like another weekend I'll try to go look for live rock somewhere. Yeah. We'll see.
Okay,
We'll see. I might be able to find some at the beach too.
Let's see. Better Days says it's for if you're using for potted plants. It's my guess. Most of the media for potted plants will come pre-moistened. And Father Fish says good product, poor packaging, rinse thoroughly before using.
Yeah, it's very powdery. I think I'm gonna have to give it a good rinse.
Yeah. Or if you can find those like mesh media, the mesh media bags, you know, if there's one that's small enough to keep it, but it'd be good to put in a mesh bag and drop down into your.
That's what I was just gonna say. I think I'm probably going to have to add it. If I want it to stay vertical, I'm probably gonna have to add it to a bag and put it in there.
Okay.
So I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'll do. I was just in the like get the supply stage.
Yeah. Well, you're doing good because you're really thinking things out, and this is how we learn, you know. And then you guys, I know most of us are freshwater planted aquariums, but you got to admit, everybody likes the saltwater tank. I do. I think they're just beautiful, and but it's so different. It's so alien feeling and foreign. You feel like you just can't do it, but it's doable. You just got to put a little work in and research in.
I don't know. Everyone
so I'm
says
gonna follow KCB.
Everyone says
I'm gonna
they're
follow
hard.
KCB.
I'm gonna try to keep it simple.
Keep it simple
as I can. You know, let the substrate help me out, and you know the live rock. All right, so I'm gonna do a little rearranging and get the other item. Okay. It's pretty. It's a simple, rather small unboxing because the other thing I got was the salt. So I ended up getting this Instant Ocean sea salt. It is heavy. This bag is heavy.
Yeah. Is that 25 pounds?
I'm lucky that I guess it came intact because I saw some reviewers had pictures of like a slit in the bag and the salt was everywhere inside the box. Like, so
yeah,
it's all good. No, no holes, no tears. It's all good, but it is heavy. So Instant Ocean, that's the one I got. And I wasn't really researching salts. I just kind of got the first one I saw.
Right. But yeah, Better Dave says even freshwater was scary at first for some of us, especially planted tanks. Like
planted, yes.
I've never had any luck with plants. I mean, and I fixed this aquarium up here in the house for Morgan, and it's only 4 days old, but it's doing great with the plants you sent. Father Fish sent some plants. We got some other plants, and it's really cool.
It's still scary, Mary.
Yeah.
It's still, I'm like, okay, I gotta keep my plants alive.
Right.
So you want to like do what you can to help the plants look healthy too. So
right.
You got to look at both of them. It's like it's a system as a whole. You're not just trying to take care of the fish. You're trying to take care of both. So it is scary because it's like there's another element that can die.
Right. Exactly.
So, all right.
It is cool.
Ocean. This is what I got. So I have no idea how to mix it yet. So I'm going to have to learn how to do that. I don't know. Some people were like, I don't like it. It's not a good salt. And other people were like, it's great. They loved it. I feel like you get that on Amazon no matter what you choose. So, we'll see. I hope it doesn't kill the fish.
Chubbs just joined us too. Let's say hello to him.
Some reviewers are saying like it raised their like ammonia level, but I don't know. Hopefully it won't do that. It's just salt.
Right.
I don't know why it would.
Hey, Cass, Petraman would like to know if you were at the Space Center yesterday. And Chubb says hello. No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't at Space Center yesterday. Hey, Chubbs. What was I doing? Yesterday we were waiting all day long for our refrigerator. We got a new refrigerator, and the window was from like 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. So all we did yesterday was wait for that refrigerator.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
They didn't get there till like 4:30 p.m.
You fishy one.
So they got there after the delivery window. Like they were really late.
Yeah.
But it was fine. Gave my husband more time to work on stuff.
Oh, we've got 23 watching, 16 likes. Fishymon came in. Thank you guys for joining us. We're just hanging out.
Other thing I'm gonna have to get is I don't think it's in this package, so I have to order a hydrometer to mix the salt.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought I ordered it, but I don't see it. But I did get also. I got a Vivo Sun aquarium heater. Now this is not for the saltwater. Since I guess Father Fish said you don't need a heater for saltwater. Like if anything, you need a cooler or a chiller.
Yeah, a chiller.
But I got this for the planted aquarium.
Okay.
And it's in there now. So this is the brand though, Vivo Sun.
Mm-hmm.
I tried out a Marina, and I'm probably going to end up sending them both back. So I'm happy with this one so far. So it's big, it's long, but you can see the temperature right there. It displays the temperature.
Oh, nice.
And when you turn it on, like it flashes. So when it's flashing, like that's the set temperature. And then the cord, you can change on the cord itself. You can move that up or down so you can see when you're moving it up and down, you're changing the set temperature on it. So it goes like all the way up to 96 degrees, I think, before it rolls back over. So I set it to 82, and it says to set it 2 degrees higher. So then the temperature that you want. So if you want 80 degrees, you got to set it to 82.
Expensive? Was that one very expensive?
No, this is another, wasn't too expensive. It was.
Say the name of that one more time. Let me see. What is that?
Vivo
Sun?
Yeah.
Hello, Carrie. We got Carrie Science Gal here too.
It's in my aquarium. I'm sorry I can't show you. Hey Carrie. But it's not, there's no glass, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about exploding glass, which is one thing I was worried about. It was hard to find a heater that wasn't glass.
Yeah, it is hard. And it's really hard to find them that have not hard, but for your money, like having the adjustable thermostat on, because so many are preset now. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, you don't have and finding one that actually lasts and works. So, and you're doing your other tank's 40-gallon breeder too, is what this size tank you're using.
Yeah,
right?
2 side-by-side 40 gallons.
Yeah. And there's Chevy Fish. Hey,
so
Chevy.
This one, it's a 300-watt heater. So, and it's recommended to have like 2 to 3 watts per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So I just ordered the size. It said it was for a 50 to 60 gallon aquarium. So that's the one I got. And it's 300 watts, goes up to 94 degrees. So it says it automatically shuts off at like that 94 degree temperature. And it's ceramic. So I'm trying to find I know it's ceramic. I'm just trying to find it on the box itself. I think it was on the insert. It came with a pretty decent instruction pamphlet, which, if something's from overseas, I don't want to
you never know.
So if something's like written in Chinese and they're trying to translate it to English, you don't get the best instructions.
Right.
But these instructions, they were pretty good and they're easy to follow. So they did a good job translating. But it's ceramic, but they did say because it's like a it's disposable. It's meant to be replaced after a year.
After so long. Sorry if y'all hear the kids in the background. I'm trying to keep it quiet.
But yeah, so that's everything I got, Mary. So I got the 2 filters. Getting a wave maker. I don't need that right now though.
Yeah.
So I just got everything I needed just to kind of get media set up, to get salt water mixed, and get at least water going in the aquarium. So I'm going to get a wave maker next. We're going to go collect the sand. I got to get a bucket to mix the salt in with the water. I might just mix it in the tank itself. I don't know. And
Chevy says the refractometer is the best thing to measure salinity, in my opinion. Very accurate, unlike the inaccurate swing arm hydrometers. And hydrometer, indispensable item to keep your fish from heater malfunction, is the heater controller. Thank you, Chef. Man, we appreciate y'all being here. We really do, because we're learning. And it's this community that really puts it together, you know, actually helps us all by sharing everything.
Yeah, so you can get a hydrometer or a refractometer. And I was going to go ahead with the hydrometer. Trying to keep this, you know, as budget friendly as I can. And they work. And you know, they cost less, but we'll see. And I'm only setting it up once, you know. It's not like I'm going to be setting up multiple tanks, you know.
Oh, we got somebody in here that kind of can help out too. Oh, Alan Tooth's here. Hello, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Good afternoon.
I don't know who I've missed. We've got 21 watching. I hope I said hello to everybody while Cassie's been doing her unboxing. We're just so thankful.
Pretty much, I'm done with my unboxing now, so that's pretty much it. It's like the basic elements for setting up the saltwater. But yeah, so then I sent Mary the trimmings.
Yeah, do you want me to try to? Well, wait a minute. Let's see if I can. I'll try to get on here. No, it's not completely finished. I don't have it all planted perfectly yet. And let's see if I can find it. And I can at least show y'all what all I got. We used like I said, we used the Black Diamond sandblasting sand. So it's my first time using something like that. Let's see if I can find the link on my messenger here. But that was a great unboxing, Cass. That was wonderful.
Yeah, so there's only a couple items on my list: the wave maker and the hydrometer that I'll be purchasing, and the light. So 3 items left to purchase. Then everything else, hopefully, I'll be good to go, and you can get that water all set up and going.
I'm excited about it. Okay, let's see.
I was sitting there this morning though, looking at my planted aquarium. I'm sitting there. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking at my phone or something. Next thing I know, like my cat jumped up on top of the aquarium and it startled me because I was like, ah! So I jumped up and screamed. I was like, oh my God, get off. What are you doing? Get off of there.
Your kitty has been something else.
These cats have gotten the taste of aquarium water and they won't give it up.
Mine do too. I can't even imagine what's going on at the house, you know, back in Virginia. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get this link.
So, so 4th thing is a lid. I'll need to get a lid.
Oh, yes.
That's the next thing, is try to get lids on both of them.
I like your acrylic that your husband made for your one tank. That looks really nice. Where he cut out, that looks really good.
Jar. He did it for my jars
Okay.
too, and my bowls. So we cut
Y'all
this
hang
out.
on just a minute. Here's my KCB shirt again. See that? Here's the sea dragon. I'll show that off while I stand up. Let me see if I can get
Yes,
this on.
the leafy
Let me
sea
cover
dragon.
the camera up because I don't know what y'all are going to see. Turn it down.
I really like those, but you can't keep them in an aquarium at your house. I might get a just a regular seahorse. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, guys. Ah! It didn't work.
Let me see. I'll mute you. Okay, she's mute. You're muted until you get that figured out.
Sorry.
All right. What do you think about an all-in-one tank setup? So Vinoski is asking, what do I think about all-in-one tank setup? I'm not sure what that means exactly. Elaborate for me. All right. Bye, Roxanne. Thanks for joining. Yeah, the cats are bad. Yeah. Mary left, but I was going to make a comment on trying to get a lid for the 40. So my husband made these. I don't know if we can get a large enough piece of acrylic to fit the 40 gallon. He made one for the 20 gallon, and then he had enough to do the 2 bowl aquariums and my 1 gallon jar aquarium. But so that goes on there. He put these feet on there. So so like a little airflow can come and go, and it has condensation on there, but it never drips down like on top of the floating plants. So the floating plants are all doing fine. They don't have any fungus problems, nothing. So it's all good.
Trying to figure out what I did here.
But Mary, I don't know if we're going to get a large enough piece of acrylic to fit on the 40. Because I asked, I was like, can you make me a lid for the 40? And he goes, no, I can't get one that big. I'm like,
He just plain told you no? Come on now.
He told me no. I'm like, we've got cats drinking aquarium water. And then I don't want evaporation happening with the salt water. So we're going to need a lid. I don't care if it's pieced together. I don't care. I'm going to need something on there.
Right. We got Kenny E in the house too. Let's see who else we got. Who else did I miss? Alan too.
Oh,
did you read Alan's comment at 117?
Yeah, I see him clarifying what the all-in-one tank setup is. So I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the plan is just to have the 2 hang-on back filters with using a deep sand for the filtering.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all the filtering I'm doing. It's gonna be simple. And it's gonna only have like 2 clownfish in there at first.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with that. You guys might want to see more, but that's gonna make me happy. It's a starting place.
Let's see. Alan says that they have polycarbonate sheets at Home Depot that are like 8 feet long by, well, I'm not sure how wide they are, but big sheets. So that's good to know.
Yeah, I'll try to relay that to my husband.
All right.
I didn't go pick it out. He did, so.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, my family is very loud. They are little country kids.
So are you ready to show your aquarium?
I couldn't get it. For some reason, I wasn't able to get it on the phone. I guess I'm used to like the way we normally do with dropping it in the chat, the actual link. And I couldn't get it put on my phone yet. I'm still
Did you need me to drop the link in the chat for you?
Yeah, if you want to try, let's try it that way.
All right. Yeah, my husband is talented and not always on the same page as me. So trying to get him on the same page is the tricky part. Yeah, I showed him a DIY video too that someone had done on the lid, and he's like, I don't need that. I'm like, okay. He's always that way, what to his own detriment sometimes.
Okay, I'm trying. We had some company walk in like right at the moment I connected, so sorry.
All right, we'll give you a couple minutes. Chevy is asking if it's acrylic or lexicon or Lexan. Sorry, I think it's just acrylic, but like I said, I'm not the one who purchased it, so I really don't know what was bought. I hope I didn't miss anyone's questions. Go ahead and repeat them. That always helps, and we'll try to answer anything that I might have missed or Mary missed. Hey, Danikin. Yeah, we're just trying out, to do a live together, so I could do like a little unboxing, and we'll share the things we have going on here. So yeah, if you guys like this and you like this format, we can come back next Sunday again, and we'll take suggestions on what you guys would like to see. But,
yes,
yeah.
we would love to do this every once in a while. Not every day, but just maybe once a week, and just hang out with everyone. Sorry, I was going to show the aquarium, and we had some company walk in, so you just never know what's happening here in the Flynn household.
Yeah, I'll be learning. I always wanted to do the saltwater shrimp. I think they're the prettiest shrimp, like just as pretty as
got some pretty
fish.
ones.
So I'd be happy with like a shrimp. I love the starfish and the clownfish, and maybe a seahorse. My mom said I need to do a seahorse. So.
Oh yeah. I've been wanting some of the pygmy seahorses forever. I think they're just beautiful.
If they're not hard to keep, and if you can keep them with clownfish, I think the clownfish might be harder because they tend to like structures and anemones. So I'm going to have to, I'm going to do clownfish, but then like they may not have a home at first. They may not have like a structure, but they're going to get one. They'll get one.
Yeah.
Within the year.
Oh, Alan was talking about this. He was talking about his cleaner fish, how pretty they are. They are. I've seen some videos of them, and they are really neat. Or his cleaner shrimp. I said fish, I think. They are just beautiful.
You mentioned pulsating xenia, which I'm not familiar with, and I'd have to Google that to see what that is.
Oh, it's really pretty. It's considered kind of isn't it? Is that the one that's kind of considered like a weed? Not a weed, but you know what I say. Like it's a type of coral, I think.
Oh, yeah. My plan is, I hear corals are hard, so my plan is to do algae. I'll be happy with just some algae. Even the algae that they don't like, that they say goes like, changes from like a male, I don't know, to female heterotrophic or something.
You've got a lot to learn.
I know I do. I've heard about it. And everyone's like, aren't you afraid of your algae doing this? But let me get to that point first. Let me get there. Yeah. There's still things I'm learning in the freshwater. And my husband, like, I try to tell them what the fish are that I add, and he's like, just call them fish. He doesn't want me to name them for him.
He's not interested.
I'm like, you're no fun. So that's why we're here with you guys, because,
weed coral. Okay, Alan said the pulsating xenia is a soft coral, and it's considered like a weed coral. He said he has tons of it, but it's really pretty.
I'm interested in anything that's pretty and easy, like that I can't kill.
Right. Well, we've had a good group in here. Absolutely a great group.
Yeah, Mary and I were talking, like, we may not do it at noon. If we did another one, we might do it a little later, like at 2 p.m. instead, which is fine with me. I'm okay with noon or 2. I just said,
Right. We
you
don't
know,
want to step on anybody's toes. There's a lot
no.
of live streaming going on, and I mean, we're just kind of feeling it out and seeing what we can do, and hopefully, I'll be home soon and I can share a little more from what I'm doing at home. But
Yeah, and we're here to enjoy each other's company, I told Mary, I was like, I'm just excited I get to be on with Mary again, because if she lived closer to me, I'd be trying to get her to start a coffee shop with me, out of a horse trailer.
yeah. Hey, we would do it. We would
I've got the
definitely do
spot
it.
picked out. She'd bring the trailer.
Yes. I know you.
I think we'd be real good together.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then we've got the people who we've made friends with over the past year. And for me, this has been a hard year for me, and this community has meant a lot to me. Oh, gotta be quiet. These fellas in the background. I'm going to find me a studio where I can lock myself in with, rubber walls or something so nobody can come in or the dogs. So that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe not seahorses then. Chevy's saying species only.
Oh, okay, Chevy. I didn't know that either. I figured they could be, but now that I think about it, when I've seen other people with seahorses, that is all they had in the tank. It wasn't like in there with other fish, if I'm thinking correctly.
So, I'd like to get started with like a hardy fish that isn't hard to handle, to take care of, like can take water changes, like if I mess up, like they're not going to die.
Right.
So, I don't want anything that's like going to be too sensitive or die off.
Another good one is a wrasse. Are they wrasses?
Yeah, Chevy's saying damsels and wrasses. Yeah. Which I love some of the damsels, and I think I mentioned that before. I love, I think they're called green chromis. They're really pretty saltwater fish.
Yeah. Gosh, saltwater is just.
I'd probably do some of those.
Just beautiful. Alan too says, then pulsating zinnia is your friend. Damsels and lawn wrasses.
We'll see what I can get a hold of. It took me a while just getting into the freshwater side of things, trying to find a place to get plants. So now I'm like, I'm going to have to find a place to do saltwater. And my local saltwater guy was really rude.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I didn't have a good experience going in there. I went in with my kids like 3 or 4 years ago, probably 4, when I got the goldfish. And I went in looking for some airline. I got airline tubing from him. I went there for a test kit. So I bought an ammonia test kit from him. And my son loved all the saltwater aquariums, but he kept touching them. And I was telling him not to touch them. I'm like, you're going to get in trouble. Don't touch the tanks. Well, he doesn't listen the first time, second time, third time. Some kids don't listen right away. And
right.
Guy was getting really mad. But it's not like he was banging. He wasn't slamming. He was just kind of oh, look. And he was pointing to the fish and kind of, it wasn't terrible. And I was asking him to stop. But when I would go off to try to talk to his, I think it was his wife, trying to get the stuff I needed to check out. And the guy was like, if he doesn't stop, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay.
I can understand some pet shops experience with kids. I can just only imagine what they've had come through there. But, when you're a good mom and you're trying to let them enjoy what they're seeing around them and, try not to get in trouble, a pet shop is a magical place for kids. It was for me when I was little. I loved the pet shops. I would do anything to go to the pet shop. So we had one in our mall. Sorry, there's dogs and I'm always having to apologize. Okay, open the door and close it. Thank you. Good grief.
Yeah, so I felt like he kind of kicked us out, just with that comment. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I never went back in there after that. It was like, that guy didn't
That's a
make me
shame.
feel too welcome. But he's like
Yeah.
our only place in town.
Oh, wow. That's a shame. You know what? That's his loss.
Yeah, and then so the place I like to go, like, recommended me to him. I'm like, oh yeah, I know about them. I don't want to go back there.
Right. Thank you, Petro Man. It looks like, oh, Petro Man's got to go. A lot of people joined us. Let's see here.
Yeah, I think we weren't
Alice,
planning on doing this too long. I think around about an hour. We were just going to see how long it
we're
took
at
to
an
do the
hour.
unboxing. So
We're at an hour right now. So we did good. I think we did real good.
Yeah, we can wrap it up here today if you'd like.
That'd be great. And that way I can get them settled down. And I so much thank you, Cassie. Thank you for getting me on here and getting me. I needed to come say hello to everybody. I've had a little bit of a rough week. I've just been, traveling, and of course I crunched my rib about 2 weeks ago. So I'm glad to get to come on here and see everybody, and I'm loving being up here with you.
Well, I'm enjoying it too. So, hopefully we can do more. We'll have to think about what we're going to do in the next one.
Right. And any suggestions, please leave it for us, because this is all new. We're here to support the community and each other and learn and enjoy fish. I don't care what kind of fish they are. And maybe next time I can show my aquarium here, but it's just too much in there right now.
Yeah, we can always go show that, but then it's hard because then I lose the chat. Like if I do go to another room, I won't be able to see what's going on in chat.
Right.
Let's be talking to a camera.
Well, I think you did amazing, and I really loved what you shared with us, and I'm excited about the saltwater tank, and I'm excited to learn along with you and everybody in our community that has some experience with saltwater. It's just another part of fish keeping that if you love fish, you love them all, and it doesn't matter if it's freshwater, saltwater, brackish. We just love them all. So that's my next thing I want to learn. I want to set up a mud skipper tank. I love Danikins. There's several different people. Zen Ginger, maybe Chevy Fish. There's a lot of people that got mud skippers, and HC Aqua.
Yeah. That was the other thing. I thought about doing brackish water because I was like, I could still at least keep plants as well, and I could just collect local fish for that from the river. But I don't know. So yeah, a lot of things got played around. Freshwater, brackish. Now I'm back to saltwater.
Well, that's all right.
Take the tank away from me and do it himself. I'm like, no, that's my tank.
My tank, and I'll do what I want. We just want to. Oh yeah, and Susie Q. Thank you, Alishan. That's right. Well, we appreciate y'all. It looks like everybody's kind of saying have a good day, and thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Cassie, for having me.
Well, I'm glad we did this together. I just wanted to have fun and, see what came out of it. Share a little unboxing. Who doesn't want to see an unboxing?
Yeah. That's right. And today there are some more live streams going on. There's going to be Science Gal. There's going to be Father Fish, and Danican Aquatics is up tonight. So, stay, and whoever I've missed, I'm sorry. But there's a lot of good streaming going on Sundays. So y'all join in, and thank you for stopping by with us.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Tomorrow's a holiday. I'll still be up with Father Fish, I guess, though, even though it's a holiday.
Yeah.
I'd like the day off, but I'll be there if he needs me. So, all righty. So I guess we'll end it there. Thank you, guys.
I'm sorry. She wants to
Take
see-
care, Mary.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
Love
Bye.
you all.
Time.
Thank you, Cassie. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, guys.